Hello people of the verse and welcome to the channel, it's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be talking about the meme, the MPUV cargo from Argo, which seems to be the ship to go when it comes to voting for the Ship Showdown event that is happening right now in the Star Citizen universe, guys. So I'm going to talk about why I actually voted also for the MPUV cargo. I know that a lot of people are also quite upset. There's quite a lot of soul, especially on Reddit and Spectrum, and I'm going to address that, and I totally understand that soul here, or at least that bitterness, right? So let me give you the reasons why I vote for the Argo, and it's not because I think that it is funny, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people are voting why it's so cool. This ship is so little, so tiny, so innocent, so I should say it looks like so unharmful, right? So that's why it would be awesome if it won, right? Even though no one is flying this ship. And that's not really what I subscribe to. This, I mean, I understand that for some people this might be a little bit funny, it's an interesting joke, okay, I get it, but that's not the reason why I vote for the MPUV cargo, or the MPUV in general, because there's also a personal variant, right? Now, the reason why I vote for this ship is because it is one of those ships that do not have any gameplay right now. And I think that it is unfortunate that there are a couple of ships like that. I'm thinking, of course, of the Trek Herald and, dare I say, you know, the Reclaimer, which hopefully is going to finally have some salvaging gameplay next year, or the 890 Jump as well, right? It's supposed to be a luxury transport ship slash yacht, but right now there's not much use for an 890 Jump. It's not even very good in combat either, right? So I know that some people have used the MPUV for some transporting some cargo during the Xenothreat event. They went right through the wreck of the Starfarers and then transported the cargo into larger ships, which was an interesting option for sure, especially that that ship is so tiny that it could almost fit in the Starfarer. I think some people have managed to put it inside, right? So that was definitely a good way to protect players from the attacks of Xenothreat ships, and that is definitely one of the possible uses of the MPUV, but that was basically it. I remember a long time ago there was actually one guy at Port Olisar who used the ship as a roleplay element. He was basically transporting people from one strut to another, because at Port Olisar, you know, you have these 4 struts, right? And let's say you are in a group, or you want to go to another strut because that's where your ship is, or because that's where your friend is. Well, you have two options. You have to EVA, which is what most people do, or you have to take a ship to go from one strut to another. And so there was this dude who was RPing a shuttle service with an MPUV, transporting people from strut to strut, and I thought that this was really cool. But that's basically it, and that's all the gameplay that's available right now in the verse, and I think it's a shame, and I think that the reason why people vote for the MPUV, and that's exactly the reason why I vote for the MPUV, is to send CIG a message. CIG, you need to give us more gameplay. We know that you guys are working on transport missions, for example. That's awesome. I think that the MPUV is going to be a great opportunity to do some local transporting services. Let's say, for example, you are at one of the gates of Lorville, and you'll be able to go from one gate to another. Of course, for that, we are going to need to have some small pads, because, well, of course, you can't fly from one place to another. You can only get stuck to Lorville. Or maybe the MPUV can be an interesting option for people to fly, say, from Lorville Starport to the central business district. That could be an interesting way to shuttle people in and out of the city quicker than by taking the metro. So that's one good opportunity I think we could use the MPUV for. The same goes for the cargo. It would be great to be using for delivery service. Let's say planetary to planetary delivery service. Let's keep Lorville again as an example. We do know that there are going to be settlements around Lorville, small villages. They'll be connected with roads. These are things that are going to be coming in the long-term future, right? But there are some people out there, and this is a very discussion that some other content creators are having. I'm thinking of Salty Mike, for example. You know, not everybody wants to play Star Citizen for PvP or even for PvE. Some people are interested in Star Citizen for the universe itself and just being a simple person in the universe, a simple civilian trying to make their way into the verse. And that's where missions, transport missions, you know, when you're transporting small cargo with an MPUV, could be useful. You can be transporting a small cargo box from Lorville all the way to one of the settlements, say 30, 35, 50 kilometers away from Lorville, where you don't really need a quantum drive to be traveling for such locations. And I think that this little ship could be very useful. Now, the last reason why I vote for the MPUV cargo is because I'm kind of sick and tired of those contests and those community events and CIG page. I understand what the Ship Showdown is. The Ship Showdown is not really about having a community. It's more about having a sale. It is an event. It is a sale disguised as an event, and that's totally okay. I'm totally fine with CIG selling ships, having events to sell ships, because that is their business model, and that is what we need to keep the project funded, especially now that we are at above 700 employees around the world. CIG needs all the money that it can, and if this can help, then I totally understand. But at the same time, I think, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one out there, that these events are quite cheesy, and I just wish that we could have more in-game events rather than on Spectrum or on website events. This just makes me think that this is an easy cash grab for CIG, an easy way to use their website to create a little bit of hype and get some money with some of those limited sale ships that are available throughout the event, and then they're gonna make a little bit of money. But that's the way I feel. Of course, I understand we need as much money as possible, but I wish that we had something more in-game related than on Spectrum, and I find that a little bit cheesy in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that there are also quite a few people as well who are a little bit tired of those contests that have been running for years, and I think that the formula maybe needs to change a little bit to something that's a little bit more inclusive with what is inside the game rather than what is outside of the game. Even though people are gonna say, but Erad, all of those ships are flyable. Yes, I know, but it's still outside of the game. It's still in Spectrum. It would be better if this was in game. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. These are the reasons why I vote for the MPUV cargo. It's to send a message. It's because I think that this ship needs a little bit of love, and that's because I'm tired of the Ship Showdown happening year after year when nothing else, there's not much progress happening so far. Of course, 3.15 is around the corner, CitizenCon as well, so that speech here, that opinion is probably going to change very soon, but as of right now, as of September 2021, that's my opinion right here. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys. It's the giveaway question here. Have you voted for the MPUV cargo, or is this something that you'll never do out of principle? Are you a bit salty that the Karak was beaten than the MPUV cargo? I know that some of you guys are, right? And of course, this giveaway question is to win a Mercury Star Runner. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel and answer the question I just asked. Also, if you are a Patreon member or Jump Button member, you should have access to my Discord channel where we have a Crusader Iron Heiress. Thanks to Dr. Forbin and thanks to Max Power and Origin 85X. Good luck to everyone out there. That's all for this video, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.